PGA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, we present live final round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a commanding 5-shot lead here as he has been spectacular thus far. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Good effort. An eagle would have been nice from there, but he made sure to cozy that one up close. That is well done. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. That means he'll get it to 22 under par. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view. Ready to tee off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee, and it's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you get a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one.
And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
"11 feet away." That one just going to sneak on by. That finished off with par here with the second. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Well, that's for sure. It plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
And he definitely could have used a little more club there up the hill, as that's going to come up short. Still work to do to get this on the green. This his second. Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. 383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down. And just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
Really took a lot on with that drive, but this is going to wind up in the bunker. And that is way down there, but it's going to wind up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. He's going to move to 23 under par. This is one of the signature holes here at Wolf Creek. Par 5 fifth is 490 yards, and you can get home in 2 and maybe have a story to tell when you're all done. Maybe an eagle 3. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. Is a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And this putt moving right the whole way. Got to keep the pace up to hold its line.
Yeah, that's not bad. He was hoping that would come down a little more, but that's good effort. Oh. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Next up, 447-yard, par 4 6th. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green. that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. So this one gonna have to carry a long way.
I was so looking forward to seeing some skill there. Instead, that one was fat.
The wedge game may just bail him out. A great shot there to get it in close. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Well, everybody loves the short par 4. And here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of this green that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
That's a big lash. He might be able to cover this.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Here at 7, this his second from off the fairway. Ten-foot putt left. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 22 under. We arrive now at the beautiful but treacherous par 3 8th, another one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, playing a stout 248 yards with a creek that wraps around the green from front to back. Important to hit your mark here. Oh, this could be trouble. Oh, that was just never on line, and it will be into the hazard here left of this par 3 green. Okay, so the drop made, and this will become his third at the par 3. Oh, that is so well done. That somehow is in the safe par. And he'll remain right where he is. This is a good one to close out the front side. 390 yards of par 4. Yeah, you can hit the big one and just air it out. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
So after the big drive, this a short approach to the par 4. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Oh, that's marvelous right there. Let that club slide right through the sand, and that might very well limit the damage here. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And it'll wind up a rare drop shot. Starting the backside here at Wolf Creek with a 472-yard par 4 10th. One of the rare, relatively flat tee shots. Lake and bunkers on the left, brush on the right, but the landing area is wider than it looks, so anywhere on the short stuff is good. Oh, that came out funny, and it started way left.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second.
Well, that's a good shot out of the rough. I know the ball's just gone, what, that 10, 15 feet past the flag, but really couldn't afford to miss with the front of the green.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Now, it would be tempting to leave this one short. You can worry so much about the break that you forget to hit it. Demands a firm stroke.
Oh, what a putt right there. The speed was spot on, but it was just a fraction off liner. That would have gone in. So that's in for par to start this backside. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time run out for the rest of the field. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Well, Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here. And this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Now a delicate little chip here for his second. This is a 13-footer. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. But the lead, still comfortable here at 4 shots. From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th. It measures 560 yards, a sweeping dogleg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play because you can really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off the tee. 560 yards actually is reachable, believe it or not. But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing, too, to consider about is this green is nearly half the length of an NFL football field. It is 55 yards from the front of this green to the back of the green.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in two on the par 5. This one right at 25 feet here for eagle. Oh boy, he had it right in the jaws and it just wouldn't get there. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And it is looking more and more like it's going to be back-to-back wins in this tournament. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play? Or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. And this, not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This one measures out to 15 feet. Nope. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Certain holes in golf, you just want to pull out the phone and snap a picture and just soak it all in. This is one of those holes, the 14th at Wolf Creek, 444 yards. Spectacular, isn't it? Oh, look out, that is way right.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that could make things a little more interesting as the lead's down to 3. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. A look at birdie here at 15.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. All right, into the finishing stretch here at Wolf Creek with the par 4 16th at 393 yards. This one requiring a good drive over the canyon. If you do put that in play, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. This starting toward the right side. All right, in the fairway. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4. Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going, going,
Gone.
goodbye. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and the lead's going to stay at 3. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a 2-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that 3rd shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that 2nd shot on.
Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control as that's in the fairway here at 17. Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4. A real masterclass in the short game.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And this will stay a 2-shot lead with 1 hole to play. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie. A good opportunity lost there. And lets him down again. Could not get it to go. That's what was needed. Great work here at 18 to finish with a par. It is a 2-shot advantage, and now we'll wait to see if this holds up. Well, Frank, I think we can safely say this particular course suits our featured player pretty well.
Well, it certainly does, the defending champion. And I mean, it's a great feeling because when you win the first time, you always think, well, is this course perfect for me? Can I do it again? To come back, remember, it's a full year. And to sort of have the same style of game and to play equally as well as what you did the year before, hats off.
So for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds. I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.